Hello, everyone. This is a very personal video that I'm going to do. I usually don't do videos like this. As much as possible, I don't do anything about. I don't. I put my family out of the public space. I don't really. Yeah, I talk about them once in a while. I say my son, my daughter, my husband. But I really don't sit down and really do a video on this. And that today, just a few moments ago, my husband just did something that was so amazing to me and so touching, so unexpected. And I just felt, I've been grinning from ear to ear. Avevakuve. Like I always say to people, Avevakuve is used in different, situations. It's just so the thing about life, most times we don't appreciate people enough, you understand? And one of the things I've learned to do is that I appreciate, people while we are all together. You don't know what tomorrow can be. I might not be there tomorrow. Yes, privately I do appreciate it. I've been jumping up and down. I'm always like a little baby with my husband, always posting. But I just needed to have this out there. Please, if you have a moment, you understand, just take it out and appreciate my husband for me. Pray for him for me, to just God to bless him, to continue to guide him, bless him, protect him, a whole lot of things. I hope at the end of the day, I'm already feeling my eyes, my tearing of it. I hope I hope I don't crash. Just help me, just help me pray and bless him. And if you ever see him, just tell him thank you on my behalf. I mean, like I always say to people when things happen, I'm like, in my life, like I was saying someone the other day, I was like, although my children have never had any reason or any this thing to betray me. And I'm always like, the one person that I know have stood with me all throughout and has never ever betrayed me in any way and has always protected me at work, it has been my husband. Yeah. There are so many things that have happened to me in my life. I know a number of them. I can never ever say them publicly. I can never say this thing. I'll just keep them. But what they did was that they ended up building me, and I'm feeling myself. They ended up building me, and that's why today I can stand and do what I'm doing. And that's why when a lot of people think that things that will break me, things that will, they did this to you, like listen, if you're like, oh no, you feel betrayed. I'm like, it's normal to me. I'm used to it, and there's no big deal about it. You understand? I've always been someone who have fought all my life, even as a child. I've fought. I don't even. There are things I just feel even if I write a biography today or my autobiography or my memoir, there are certain things that are too painful to be put down in paper. You understand? I've had to go through so much, a whole lot. And in everything, I've had to like fight until I met my husband. And with my husband, I've never had to fight for anything. So it's like, I've always sit down. I have a friend, Maureen Cabri. Today is her 50th birthday. In short, as soon as I finish with this video, I said I was going to go and cry. But anytime I think about, because my childhood was difficult. It was difficult. Everything that could have been done to break someone was done to break me. I didn't break. I stubborn die. That's why when people don't understand me. I have a sister. My sister will always say that, auntie, if only people know who you are, if only people know what you've gone through, if only people know how you understand, they will just leave you. These things that they think that they are doing, that it will break someone, they will just leave you. So I've always had to. And then I met this man. And from the very first day I met him, he has taken care of me. I've not had to fight. I've not had to do anything. This is someone that I know if he even knows I'm doing this video, I'll be like, what are you doing? My husband is a very private person. He loves his privacy. He doesn't listen. He has always taken care of me. I remember from, that first day he came over. He came with his provision. I was a student. Came with his provision and everything. I met my husband when I was in the university. Like I always say to people, I went from my father's house to my husband's house. I've lived more in my husband's house than I lived in my father's. I got married to my husband when I was 24. Was that? Yeah, I was 24. I met him a day after my 23rd birthday. I married when I was 24, and then I've been married for 28 years now. Yeah, 20. I've been married for 28 years, and he has been someone who has, as in, when they say pamper someone, take care of someone, that's what I've had. And if my husband has 10 naira, that's everything. He has 10 naira. He will spend 9 naira on me and keep the 1 naira to use it to make another 10 naira, so that when I need that 9, you understand. Like, I make fun of him all the time. He always says, he's the last man standing. And in everything, how do I even put it? And sometimes I'm mindful. If I say I want something, he's gonna get it for me, no matter what. I look so for me, I'm always like, I came from a place where I was this person who I didn't want anybody because of my poverty, because of my needs. Sometimes people say, she has pride or whatever. I have my own is good pride. I'm not prideful, like, oh, I have this, I have that. I have no attachment to wealth. Wealth doesn't mean anything to me. That's why people see me sometimes, they think I'm one hungry person because they see me making demands from Nigeria. No, I'm not. I'm not. I make my money before I begin to talk. You understand? And I grew up knowing, so I never wanted anybody to look at me down. And so I would I would not even want to ask. My husband is the first man, he's the only man, let me say, that I collected money from as a boyfriend, girlfriend. I didn't used to, even then my friends used to like, no, I won't collect anything from her. So I said, I don't want anybody to come and insult me. He's the only person that I collect, saying, guy, give babe something, I collect. Even the day, but I think when I collected it, that the day he gave me this thing, was I knew that, yes, this is someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. You understand? And so it's been, for me, I've always been like, not, and it took me time. We were like, no, you take care, they will take care of you, they will do this, they will do that. Throughout this whole political this thing, I remember the day my husband is very protective, very protective. He doesn't want, I say, you can do any rubbish, but don't, that, you say that his family, like this, that is close. Don't even go there. And you say that his wife, no, don't go there, don't go where his wife, don't even try it. As soon as people, I say, I have a 6-footer that stand gidigba behind me. But it's just those little things. And right from when I got married, right, I'm someone I'm lazy. I don't like housework. You see me? I don't like housework. Give me any work. Tell me in short. You see that house, come and be sleepy, come and be. I don't like it. When my husband proposed, I said to him, I'm very lazy. I don't like housework, and I'm always sick. Those were 2 things I told him. And over time, he has always been there to help me get people, that will help. In the morning, like when we had our son, new mother and all of that, I had the man who knew this is my weakness. Like, my husband is okay. In the morning, like, sleep. Because I'm also not, I don't wake up early. You see, the kind of thing that people will now be quarreling. Men, maybe, and he's 12 years my senior. You understand? Even when I'm doing something, just look at it, and they go on where, as in a small picking, they worry you. So he has always had that. Even that man, I've never had that. I said, but not just say, go and sleep. Just go and sleep. He wants life to be easy. I mean, someone that pampers, this kind, life be easy for you. No. I don't want my wife to suffer anything. I don't want my wife to do any of this. Even this, my whole political journey, or that I started, this whole saga of the senatorial, this thing. One thing my husband kept saying to me was, look, we are not hungry. We don't need anything. Make sure you keep your values. Don't go and do something. Don't be desperate for anything. It's not this senatorial, you are not looking for it because you are going to make money. It is work that you are going to do. So make sure you keep your values. Even when I was going to put, that was what he kept saying. Don't enter into anything that you will not be proud of. Don't enter into whatever. And I had that support. And with the fact that, all of that, I couldn't spend more time at all. It took over a whole lot. The other day I saw a woman who did a video, and she was crying. Her husband had died, and she didn't know how to do anything. You know, I just, as I watched the video, I could relate because that's me. As much as people see me do this thing, I can tell you in the last maybe 15, 20 years, I don't know how much they buy gas. I don't know when gas finish. I don't know any of those things. You see, I say, oh, gas has finished. I don't know. Because what we do, we have more than one. I think we have two, right? We have two. So the moment one, so this is how we've always done our gas something, right? From a long over 20 something years. Because me, I don't get time in this thing. You'll be cooking gas, will now finish, I'm not running hot. So we have to. The moment one finish, they put it in the car, they fill it and keep it. So there's always a spare, always. There's nothing like there is always a spare full gas cylinder. So and the moment that one finish that very day, and they put it, my husband, get people. The more, like in this political the more I've done work, the more he has taken in more responsibility to get them done. Like before, like, oh, I'm the one that, okay, the house, what is missing, the chef, the housekeeper, they will bring the list to me, I'll do it out. With me being more busier in this thing, he has just sort of like, he handles all of that, handles everything, in the house, handles this thing. Sometimes my husband will sit down and look at me and say, what else do you want me to do to make your life easier? You know how that profound. So sometimes when I see people going through so much, marriage, whatever, honestly, I can't relate. And I'm so grateful to God, understand, for all of that, for the kind of person that I have. And so because I'm very safe at home, I'm very well taken care of, I'm pampered or whatever. So whatever anybody is doing, oh, what's my business? Like, you have to do what you have to come and do me. But yeah, somebody is online, you type that Aisha is, then I'll not be feeling what? Hey, 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 hey. Do you know that kind of a thing? So for me, this is just me really appreciating this very wonderful human being that God put in my life. You understand? And I really don't take it, for granted. I've had my husband, with the kids. My husband will thanking me for the way I brought up my kids. And it's so very appreciative. Like most times now, the only thing I know he always has this is that he likes my cooking. And I like, now like, as I am guy, because I can cook very well, but I don't like cooking. But even up to now, when I can say, hey, Shana, you cook this one now. This one is this. Maybe after this, I'll go and cook one Oma Asabe. We call it Oma Asabe. Granite soup. I'll go and do, The chef is there. Our chef is very good. Our chef cooks very well. But from time to time, there's this, he needs that. Take care. But it's really I've just been blessed with such an amazing marriage. When I say I've never had any, like, I can tell you maybe I've seen my husband angry at me in our 28 years of marriage. Maybe less than 10 times. Or maybe like the one that someone is very, very angry, maybe like 3 times or something. And it's usually over my son. That me and him, we are always having this. That my son. One thing or the other. Maybe I have seen him maybe like 3 times, 2, 3 times kind of. It's me. That one, he will come and say, okay, sorry. What is it? Sorry. If you say, I always tell people, all I need to do is to just, maybe let me just do my face like this. What's wrong? Are you okay? Is anything okay? Did I do anything to you? Is anything okay? I don't know, like, a guy, leave me alone. Is it not my face? Why are you? He's always like, he's just, and you see him and he looks fierce. Look, like he's such a, it's not, and the thing is that it's not just about me. You can't be around my husband and you're not progressing. It's no way. Everybody, whether it's worker or whatever, we tell you the food that he eats is what is worker we eat. I remember when we got newly married, I think like 3-4 years into our marriage, one day he called me and he said that he noticed that he's only the one that is eating pounded yam. And why are the rest not? My sisters and other people are living. I said, they refuse to pound though. I used to pound for them before. Then they began this thing. I'm like, no, you are the one who eats pounded yam. I will pound, I will pound your own. So that's the kind of person that he is. It's not even just because because I'm his wife. No, he's such a good person. My husband has never beaten our children. Now me they beat you. Now me and back. Although now I regret it. Like, why you could have spoken to the child without really beating and all of that. Especially my son. That one suffer from my hand. Oh Lord have mercy. I apologized to him when he turned 18. Really. My son, he's dyslexic. He has dyslexia. It's a learning disability. And Along the way, I felt I didn't protect him, even though I suspected he had something. But people kept telling me, no, children are like that, this is it, that, that, that. But at the end of the day, he doesn't beat, he has never beaten, he's the one that, but he takes care. And even recently, if you see the things that he has been doing in the house, everything, putting this, everything. So if you just say, my wife has to be, I want everything to be okay with my wife and all of that. I know I ranted, but he's such a good person, and I just this morning after something he just did, for me, I was just so surprised because I know we had a lot of projects that were just completed. It was a lot and everything, and I didn't expect him that he was going to do that this thing. But hey, this is me saying to Aliu, Osigwe, Yesufu, press that. I was just thinking, my one and only sweetheart, my baby, my sweetie baby. Hey, Igenegba. Hey, Igenegba. The Odogu Parara. I always say, that's my Odogu Parara. The other day, my daughter came, I'm traveling, and she was like, she booked something, and then she was like, so I gave her a budget. I said, I don't want it to be more than. So she was not like, with that. The budget I gave her was per day, and then she thought it was per day. Me that I'm married to Dogu Parara. Don't reduce my steez because I don't used to carry this very expensive carry bag that is carry Birkins and Birkins and all of that. Don't reduce my steez. But the way that my husband has been, he's such an amazing father, honestly. And even in recent times, I appreciate him more every day, with the way, just being that father that validates his children, his daughter. He wants all of us, to succeed. Like my husband, when I met him, that was 1997. We started going out in 8 months after we first met, in 1997, August 1997. And one of the things he told me was that he wanted me I needed to be financially independent. He believes in a woman having her own money, her own. In short, the businesses that I've done, my first business, my second, my husband was the one that gave me capital to start. Or I remember the first one, he had to borrow money from my Dubai business. And for every business, the ones that have collapsed, failed, never for one day has he ever said, oh, I gave you money and this business collapsed. Oh, I did this. He's always helping. If I have anything, he's always helping. And if he too is talking about me, he tell these amazing good things about me. Even me, I've been a very intentional wife, being there, taking care, just love. Not we built ourselves, together. But hey, I'm not the one to find myself. He's been the one to find me. But it's been such someone who wants you to for greatness. He wrote me a letter in 2000. He said, you will be a businesswoman that the world will hear about. I have that Twitter. I have that message. I put it years ago on my Twitter handle. You see the letter, handwritten. And every note he has ever written to me, I have them. Every card, everything. He wrote it in the year 2000 when I was starting my business. He said, the world will hear you. If you see how proud, that kind, like when you have your child and your child are achieving things, how proud you are. That's how my husband is with me. I see people who say to me, don't your husband feel as that one? If they happy, he'll be telling you, yeah, he'll be smiling. That's my wife. When they're talking, even I do this thing, that's my wife. You understand? If there's anything else, okay, no, do this one very well. You are now getting bigger. You don't they compose yourself because me, I'm a very playful person. You say, oh no, you are not entering as the elder stateswoman, as people that there's pride. He doesn't feel a sense of competition like people are. That one, he's a man who is secure. You understand? When I say many, maybe early in my marriage, I took this for granted. I said everybody not supposed to be like that. But the more I see things, the more I'm like realizing how blessed I am to have this person. He's someone who is secure. So no matter what, yeah, you tell what my husband tell you, the people that are there, do they have to go and do it? And then what are you? He said they don't know it. They don't. You think these people because they are governor, they are this, they are that. He said they don't have anything. You can do way better than that. Keep going. It's not the one that would want to drag you down or want to make you pushes you up. That's why for me, my support system, my kids, my husband, They're so amazing. You understand? I have two children. They don't give me problem. When your house is just so. For me, I'm grateful to God for that, and I think as much as I know things that make the news are bad things happening. Oh, the man. Because I remember when I said there was even a time people were saying that I was divorced. People felt that maybe because I have a house that is that's why I'm this. No, and I'm loved at home. I have a very secure heart, very happy marriage. I'm like oh momo. I dey behave like small pikin. When I got married to my husband, I told him, yeah, you are my guy. Me, I'm your baby. I'm not gonna be doing wife. I'm not gonna be doing. You understand? So that's just it. I just needed to just do this, and I really appreciate him, and just thank you so much, sweetie. You're the best.